Hello, welcome to Theater Magic. My name is Attilio, and this is the instructional DVD for performing with Svengali cards. Svengali cards. Here's the routine we perform at our Theater Magic show shops. I start out by spreading the cards on the table, explaining that what they're about to see is absolutely incredible. I'm going to riffle through the cards. First, I'm going to do a couple tricks. The first one's done with two cards, one for me, one for you. My card first, the Five of Hearts. Five of Hearts. I'll place that here. Now I'm going to riffle through the cards like this. If you would, just say stop. Ready? Stop. Take that card, take a look at it, show everybody in the room except me. I'll look at the mirror on the wall, get a good reflection. Just kidding. Put your card here, face up so everybody can see the Five of Clubs. Okay, my card, the Five of Hearts, your card, the Five of Clubs, are going to switch places just by giving that Five of Clubs a spit shine, you see? There's the Five of Hearts, and over here is the Five of Clubs. Pretty impressive. Check this out. We'll do this again. I'll place your card in the center of the deck. It goes into the center, and I'll do another trick. Hold out your hand. We're going to use the King of Clubs. I'll place it in your outstretched palm. I'll say the magic word, zimzalabim. Turn it over. It changes. It changes places. It changed right under your nostrils. Now with Svengali cards, I can have the cards placed back into the middle, shuffle the cards, and still retain complete control of the card you selected. I can cut the cards as many times as I like, and any time I can have your card appear just by snapping my fingers to the top of the deck. Look at this. I'll place it back into the middle, give the cards a shuffle, cut them as much as I like, as much as my heart contents, and again, just by snapping my fingers, it changes into the Seven of Spades. Now, if this happens, all I have to do is give the card a little rub, and it changes back into the Five of Clubs. The only thing you don't want to do is rub that card too much, because you'll rub it to smithereens, causing it to completely disappear. Now, to bring it back is very simple. What I'd like you to do is just go ahead and cut the cards. Cut them anywhere. Right there. Very good. Look at this. Hoo-ha. You've cut it at the Five of Clubs. Now, we'll do one more amazing thing. I'll place your card on the face of the deck. Just cast a shadow over the cards. Wave your hand over the cards. That shadow causes a dramatic change. Every card in the deck changes. Now to change it back, just give the deck a cut and a shake, and that's all it takes. And they all change back, so you're ready to go again. And that's our routine here at Theater Magic, Svengali cards. Let's get into the setup of these cards. The Svengali cards has a very clever design, and let me give you a basic explanation on this. First of all, Svengali cards has what's called a key card. Now the key card in this particular Svengali deck is the Five of Clubs. Your deck might be a different key card, probably will be. But this deck, it's the Five of Clubs. So we'll be explaining this instructional DVD using the key card with this Svengali deck, the Five of Clubs. Okay, now every other card is a five. So I have a regular card, a Five of Clubs, a regular card, a Five of Clubs, a regular card, a Five of Clubs, regular card, a Five of Clubs, regular five, regular five, regular five, regular five, all the way through the deck. So if you ever have the cards mixed up, you can always check by going through the deck and making sure that every other card is the Five of Clubs. So if you drop your cards after you've done the trick a few times and you do the riffle shuffle, we'll get into that later, you should go through your deck and make sure that every other card is a five. And I usually deal the two cards on the table like that to make it faster to do the checkup. Now, those fives, those key cards, are cut, they're machine cut a little shorter than the regular card. So now you have a long card and a short card. A long card, a short card, long, short, long, short, long, short, all the way through the deck. So when you riffle the cards with your thumb only contacts the long card. The short card slips under the thumb and goes down with the long card, so 2 cards fall down at a time. Now, in this situation, what happens is the audience, psychologically, is going to make an assumption. When you show the cards like this, they're going to assume they see all the cards, but they only see half the deck. Now, when you ask them to say stop, because 2 cards fall at the same time, no matter where they say stop, that's the card they're going to get. No matter where they say stop, they will be forced the 5, but they won't know it. They're going to make an assumption they have a free choice. See, so 2 assumptions are made. The first one is they assume they see all the cards. The other one is they assume they get a free choice. And with those 2 psychological assumptions, you build a routine of incredible magic. Now, we're going to get into the handling, the different moves that go along with the Svengali cards, and then we'll get into building and constructing a routine with this amazing deck. All right, handling. Handling. This is very important. Handling makes your magic look natural. So, you must, I've got to emphasize it. I'm going to emphasize what's important. It's very important as a teacher to make emphasis on the important things. And one of the things that's important is handling. And it's going to be up to you to practice what I'm teaching you so that you can feel comfortable and confident, and that's going to make your magic look natural. So I'm going to give you the proper handling and variations on handling techniques. Now, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to teach for a right-handed student. Unfortunately, if you're left-handed or middle-handed, you're going to have to reverse the handling technique. So I apologize up front for all you left-handed performers. Right-handed, you're going to hold the cards with the faces out. Your thumb is on the top of the short end, and these 3 fingers here on the bottom, and your index finger is curled inside, just kind of resting on the top. That's one way of holding the cards. Now, another way of holding the cards is in your left hand. It's called a mechanic's grip, and they're held right here, and these fingers come in and they just kind of nest the cards. Notice my thumb is on the side of the cards, my index finger is at the top of the cards, and these 3 fingers are on this side, the right side of the cards. So I can switch the cards from one position to the other position. This is the basic handling of the cards. Okay? Now I'm going to riffle the cards. Now before we get into riffling the cards like this, let's riffle the cards this way so you can get comfortable with the riffle. This is called the riffle move. And you're basically riffling with the top of the deck. You're using your index finger. Notice my left hand, the index finger is curled in. My thumb holds one side, and my middle finger holds the other side. And that's the proper position of doing this riffle move like this. And this way you can show all the cards different. So you want to practice that, and you want to be able to control so that you can have one card at a time. You don't want to riffle like this where you're peeling the cards. You want this hand to be in the right proper position and learn how to riffle the cards. It looks much more natural, and you'll have much more control of those cards from this position. Now, if I turn these cards around, and let's say I take this bottom card and put it on the top of the deck and have the 5 on the bottom, and I put the backs towards the audience, hold the deck in the same way and do the riffle move, if you look at these cards, you'll see all the short cards. So from this direction, with the faces out, they'll see the long cards. And from this way, they'll see all the short cards. So let's take that card and put it right back up on the bottom of the deck again. And we'll go into a much more advanced method of showing